In this video, you'll learn how to open a design created in another CAD system, turn on design history, and prepare it for further design work in Fusion 360. You might often start designing from scratch in Fusion 360, but you can also open and work with designs that were created in other CAD systems. While you can simply open a wide variety of file formats, save, and start working, you may want to take a few steps to prepare a design before you start working with it in Fusion 360. From the File menu, select Open, click the Open from My Computer button, then navigate to the file you want to open. For this example, I'll open an IGS file that was exported from another CAD system, but note here that you can open any supported file format. Click Open and the design will open in Fusion 360. When you open a design created in another CAD system, the timeline is off by default and design history is not captured. This is direct modeling mode, instead of Fusion 360's default parametric modeling mode, when you create a new design from scratch. To turn on the timeline, right-click the top component in the browser, then click Capture Design History. Note that the timeline now displays. Group 1 appears in the timeline, and when you hover the mouse over the group, you'll see the import of the IGS file as well as the base feature that contains a solid or a set of surface bodies. Depending upon how the original design was created and exported, you may need to make some minor adjustments to make it easier to work with. Note that the geometry comes in as its own component, nested underneath the top component within the design, and then named to match the original file name. When you expand the Components node, you'll see a Bodies folder that may contain solid bodies or an Unstitched folder. The Unstitched folder contains individual surfaces that need to be stitched together to form solid bodies. In the toolbar, click the Surface tab to access the surface modeling tools. In the Unstitched folder, click to select Body 1, then press and hold the Shift key and click Body 6 to select all of the surfaces. On the Modify panel, click Stitch. In the Stitch dialog, click OK to accept the default settings and stitch the surfaces together. Note that a new body appears in the Bodies folder. The Unstitched folder disappears, and a Surface Stitch feature displays in the timeline. Now you can save the design to a new or existing project, then continue working. Now you know how to open a design created in another CAD system, turn on design history, and prepare it for further design in Fusion 360. Thanks for watching.